So I got a letter from Lexus in the mail today. So let's read it here. Dear Lexus GX460, we have reviewed our records regarding your 21 GX460. Based on your typical driving patterns, we estimate that an upgrade to a 25 Lexus GX550 Premium will save you more than $1,980 in fuel costs over the next 5 years. We estimate that you can apply $29,000 from the value of your current Lexus GX460 towards a new Lexus GX550. So yeah. Lexus is at it again, spamming me, trying to get me into a new Lexus GX550 and give up this Lexus GX460. So I want to respond to this letter today by really keeping it real and telling the truth on why Lexus GX550s aren't selling as good as they can be. And yes, they're not selling as good as they can be. Otherwise, Lexus wouldn't be spamming me with these letters every other week. The only thing in this entire letter that's used as a selling point to get me in a GX550 is that it's going to save me on fuel costs over the next half a decade. And to Lexus, I say, what Lexus buyer walks into Lexus looking for fuel savings? What Lexus buyer skips over all the electric car manufacturers and all the high fuel efficiency hybrid vehicles and then goes to Lexus and starts looking at their 4.5 and 5 liter naturally aspirated gas guzzling V8s and goes, you know what? I wonder if there's going to be some fuel economy savings over here that will add up over the next half decade. Lexus, you're missing the mark. We're not concerned with fuel savings. That's not why I bought this whatever it is V8 4.6 liter gas pig. Lexus buyers are looking for Lexus quality, and unfortunately, when you sit your butt in a Lexus GX550 after being in a GX460, you immediately notice how non-luxurious the 550 is. It's cheap inside. It's not a Lexus inside. People have said this over and over. And so it's beyond absurd to offer a sales pitch at potential 550 buyers surrounding fuel savings. I want the wood steering wheel back. I want the real leather back. I want it to feel like an actual Lexus inside the 550. I want the KDSS that you stole off of all trims of former GXs and now only have it on one trim of GX550, hoping nobody notices. But no, I'm going to get a whopping $1,900 over the next 5 years. Ooh. Now, other than missing the mark on the luxury, the other thing I don't like about the GX550 is the abysmal range. Now, I'm not talking about the cost of gas or fuel efficiency or you shouldn't buy a Lexus if you can't afford gas. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the actual range of these vehicles, how far they can go on one tank of gas. And this GX460 has a lot of range anxiety. Its range is pretty low for what it is, and it's been a problem in Toyota trucks and SUVs, at least the American ones, for a long time now. Now, the Land Cruiser 300 GR Sport diesel version in the world market, upon which the Lexus GX550 is based, gets a whopping 725 miles of range. Whereas the GX550 being offered to me in this letter gets something in the real world between 300 and 400 miles in range. Lexus, who on earth thought it was a good idea that we wanted a smaller gas tank in our adventure mobiles? We want to go on adventure. We're not concerned about $1,900 in rent money that we're going to save. We're concerned about going off-road and having a good quality, high-class time. And part of that classiness is not worrying about running out of gas or the range of the vehicle. You can just go on an adventure, not look at your fuel meter, know you're going to get back without worrying if you have to fill it up or not. And know those little cute, over-glamping wrist purse, square, red plastic, little cute gas tanks aren't going to do anything. There's nothing luxurious about picking little gas tanks off the side of my car and then spilling gas all over myself while I'm trying to get extra gas into a fuel tank that could already be extra from the factory. We want that big gas tank that the Land Cruiser 300 GR Sport has factory. We want that. But according to Lexus, the only additional benefit, as they put it, is save at the pump. Lexus is confusing their customers with Geo Metro buyers who want 75 miles per gallon. Lexus has got to get back on the ball here. The lack of luxury in the GX550 is profound. It is why I think Lexus and Toyota now, or Toyota really, is moving on to their Century brand. The Lexus brand has been so watered down and diluted in this past few generations of new Lexus vehicles that even Toyota knows now that they got to step it up a notch if they're really going to be a luxury car manufacturer. I don't think I've ever seen a new generation of vehicle turn out to be a downgrade versus the older generation, and that's exactly what you experience if you park your GX460 next to a new GX550 and get inside both vehicles. And I think it's very profound, this letter I received today, because in the past, Lexus would send you stuff like this. They would say, upgrade to the new blah, blah, blah. It has such and such leather seats. It now comes with a such and such Mark Levinson 20 million watt stereo system. It now comes with this, that, and this feature and that feature. It's now 50% quieter. It's now blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. Real legit upgrades. So as far as I'm concerned, and many other people, the true successor to the GX460 is the new LX700H. When you step inside the 700H, that actually feels like a legit Lexus vehicle, but only barely. I think a lot of Lexus buyers are going to be looking at other luxury car manufacturers, especially when it comes to their 4x4 SUV segment. It's got us looking into things like G-Wagon, the next generation, whenever they're going to come out with it. And even though we'd have to take a hit on reliability with German engineering, the whole point of a Lexus was to be a luxury Toyota and not just a Toyota with an L on it. And that's exactly what the 550 is, Lexus.